Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Ugly Meter app that took the world by storm back in 2012 and dethroned Angry Birds to become the #1 app in America for a little. So I'm going to be talking about why it became so successful and the man that's responsible for its success, Ronald Mund, Howard Stern's limo driver.
I'm crazy and I'm ugly. I told you that on the show. I'm crazy and I'm ugly.
Alright, so if you're not familiar with how this app worked, it's pretty simple. You just take a picture of your face or somebody else's face, and the app scans it and gives you a rating 0 to 100 on how attractive you are. And the creator of the app, this guy, he claims that there's legit science behind it. He says that it scans for facial symmetry, bone structure, and uses the golden ratio. So Howard, he decided to have him on his show to test it out on him and some of his employees. And the guy's actually already been on the show before because he originally made this app as just a goof and there's no science behind it. It would just take your picture and give out a random number. But people still found it entertaining and would have him on their show. So after that, I guess the guy had the idea to try to make the app for real, but still obviously people are going to be questioning it and they're going to be skeptical of it, especially if you get a bad score. You know, if you get a bad score, you're going to think the app is BS. If you get a good one, you might think there's something to it. But for the most part, it still does just seem kind of random. Like some of the numbers maybe could be accurate, then other ones just seem way off. Like even the people that did good, they're like, yeah, I'm actually ugly. I don't deserve a score this high. Like Jason, compared to everybody else, he did pretty good. He got a 59. Like Howard, he got 34. Fred got a 44. 59 is actually pretty good. And even Jason's like, yeah, I don't deserve that score. Like I'm an ugly dude.
Oh God, 59.
What?
So Gary are the same.
Jason and Gary, you know what?
So here's
this app is such bullshit.
Keep in mind we're scanning bone structure, so he's obviously overweight. But
yeah, well, I mean, your app doesn't look at that.
How did you find his bones?
No, the points on the things. Yeah.
Jason, you're a 59. Jason, you even admit you're ugly.
I disagree with that number. Like, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Right. I mean, this is crazy.
You're a pretty normal-looking guy, and if you lost some weight, you'd probably make a big difference.
Well, I've seen him finish just as ugly.
I've never been called normal looking before.
I mean,
yeah, and like they said, Baba Booey got a 59 as well, and JD got a 52, Benji got a 67. Like, come on. And then some of the people that did really bad were John Lieberman. He got an 18. Doug Goodstein got a 20. And the guy who created the app, he also scanned some celebrities' faces. And the worst scan of all time was Jay Leno. He got an 11. But then they scanned Ronnie the limo driver's face, and he somehow manages to do worse than that. And before the guy even reads his number, Ronnie thinks something's up because he's always paranoid and thinks there's some conspiracy theory behind everything and people are out to get him. Because also they just did a personality test and I don't think he did too good on that. So he thinks that Howard like set it up and made him get a bad score or something. But of course he scored high in the section where it says he's paranoid all the time and thinks people are out to get him. So he basically just proves that right.
Why am I getting upset?
Don't lie.
I won't lie.
No, he won't.
I have no agenda. I don't care.
He made the psychiatrist lady lie that it was crazy.
Who did?
You did.
What?
Oh my God.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about that test we took.
Why'd
The
you
IQ
take
test?
it?
Can't wait to hear how ugly you are.
Oh my God.
Oh, good. Thank you.
What?
I'll show Howard.
Let me see. What did Ronnie get?
Hey.
Let me see.
Bottom red and yellow.
Ugly
I've
meter
never had
results.
this.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my
I'll
God.
let you announce it.
Listen, Ronnie is a 0.
No. Are you kidding?
0, lower than Jay Leno.
Are you kidding?
Read it. But Ronnie,
You want to
come
get
here.
a text?
Come here. What? I swear, take a look.
Get out of here.
Look at that.
There
Oh,
you
thank
go.
God.
Wow.
What does that mean, a 0?
He's never even seen
What does
a
it say?
0.
Okay, well, it says his head size, like ratio, is only 1% off, which is pretty good, but it says the eyes are extremely too small and way too far apart. That's where he's losing most of his.
His point.
His mouth is 34% narrower than it should be for his face. So his nose is all right, but wow,
Well, suddenly I feel hot. I beat him by 34 points.
It can't go negative. So
wow, a 0.
I've never had that. Never.
Now there's a new
Well,
low.
someone beat Leno. I guess he can feel good about himself.
Wow. I knew I was better looking than Ronnie.
Yeah, so now obviously everyone starts making fun of him, which is what's going to happen on this show, of course. And the one thing you don't want to do is make it seem like it's getting to you. You know, you want to just brush it off like, I don't care about this app. It's just all BS anyways. Who cares? Like after this, they scan a Ronnie the limo driver mask, like a mask of Ronnie's face, and that gets a 5. Like that does better than actual Ronnie, which is hilarious. But obviously there's nothing really to this app and you shouldn't take it that seriously if that's what's going on. but everyone just keeps saying it to Ronnie, like, oh, you got a 0. How does it feel being 0? And Ronnie, it's getting to him. And of course, he's coming up with some conspiracy theories in his mind. Like most people that get a bad score on this app, they'll just say, like, there's nothing to it. It's just spitting out random numbers. Like, who cares? There's no science behind it. But of course, Ronnie takes it a step further, and he thinks that these guys conspired to purposely give him a bad score so he'll flip out and get them more publicity and get them back on the show. And it's just hilarious because if he thinks that's what's going on, he gives them exactly what they want because he has a meltdown and starts flipping out, and they do get back on the show. Like after Ronnie gets his 0, you could tell he's really pissed off, which he's always pissed off, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But he keeps saying he doesn't care about the app and he doesn't care about his score and it's meaningless, but he's clearly just getting more and more pissed off about it. And people are like, Ronnie, why are you so mad? Like, why are you crying? Why are you being so upset about this? And whenever Ronnie gets asked a question like that, his response is always like saying it back sarcastically, agreeing with them. So he's just walking around the hallway being like, yeah, I'm crying. Can't you see I'm crying?
Ronnie, come on, let's run it back.
Making me f***ing cry.
Ronnie, let's run it back. Benji just changed his score by 15
You're making
points.
me cry.
You might be able to get at least
crying.
a 15.
You made me cry, man.
Let's do retest.
I'm not doing anything.
Retest.
I will not do anything for these guys.
Are you afraid you'll do worse?
Because I know it's a bunch of bull.
Ronnie, you can at least get a 15. I mean, Benji
Yeah.
jumped 15
You know,
points.
and I'm crying over it. Okay? I'm very crying.
Come on, let's take one more shot.
Let's not.
You literally have nothing to
Let's
lose.
not. Let's not. Okay?
You can only do better.
Yeah, it's just the same with the psychiatrist that came in here. I'm the craziest fucking person in here. Now I'm the ugliest. But you know what? They had a good time with their fucking app. It's fine with me.
All right, keep reaching for the stars, bud. Run.
I don't think Ronnie's a 0. I think Ronnie's the man.
Bro. Yeah, I'm crying. I'm crying over the whole thing. Believe me. I'm crying.
No, you seem affected by it.
Yeah, I am. I'm very affected. I'm crying.
Get failing.
I'm not getting failing.
Get him.
I'm not getting them.
And what was the Gary mask? The Gary mask beat Ronnie, too. What?
You're such a big shot. Why don't you get your picture taken? Have your picture taken.
I didn't tell anyone to have their picture
What?
taken.
What's the matter? You afraid?
Yes.
Why?
Because I don't want to know.
Why not?
Because
what if she got a
I
0?
like
So what?
living in a fantasy
So what? I got a
world.
0. You
Yeah,
see
look
me
at
crying?
you. Yeah, you're crying right now.
I'm not crying.
Yes,
I'm
you
just
are.
saying.
You're
Why
yelling.
You're
she's
yelling.
yakking about me with the 0.
She's not saying anything.
What about? Well, I'm
She said-
listening out there. I hear what's going
She's
on.
not being mean about
Ronnie
it.
with the 0. Ronnie with the 0. Ronnie
Yeah,
with the
you
0.
got a 0.
The mask beat him. The mask beat him.
What did I just say? I said something's wrong with the app.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You got a
That's
0,
what I
dude.
Go get your
said.
picture taken.
Yeah, so also another reason why I think Ronnie's so pissed off is because he tries to have this image of being a ladies' man. You know, he's got a girlfriend that's like 30 years younger than him. He's always making strip club appearances. He's promoting strip clubs. He's talking about having fun. You know, he does his sex tips. If you ever want to hear something real disturbing, go check that out on YouTube if you haven't heard it. That's like some of the most disturbing stuff you could ever hear. But, you know, the guy's scores, man. He's about having fun.
Scores, man. And I'm about getting drunk. I'm about having fun. I'm about having a good time. I'm about meeting girls. I'm about meeting guys. And whoever doesn't like it can go fuck themselves because that's what I'm all about. I'm scores, man. And that's what Scores Man is all about.
So I also think he believes that the guys who created this app are trying to destroy his image or something like that. So then the next day on the show, once Ronnie was able to think it all through, he gives his theory about how he believes that these guys rigged the app to purposely give him a bad score so he'll have a meltdown. Because after they went on the show and Ronnie got his bad score, the app exploded and they made, I think, like $400,000 or $500,000. And Ronnie thinks he was used. He thinks that these guys made money off of him.
Also about your 0?
Dude, I don't really.
No, yes,
he
you do.
does.
No, I don't.
Stop
Dude,
it.
You really believe that bullshit
Yeah,
app?
it seemed pretty accurate.
Oh, please,
What-
get away
what-
from me. Those guys are the biggest users that ever walked through the door here.
What's your theory?
My theory?
Yeah.
As far as what? My 0?
Yeah.
Dude,
How do you figure?
how do I figure?
Yeah.
They can do anything they want with that picture. They can make it to look like shit any
You
way
think they
want.
manipulated the picture, or
And
they
they
just...
decided to
Dude,
give you a 0?
Just figure out what they got out of that shit yesterday. They got airtime like they wouldn't believe. They got airtime right into the wrap-up show.
Right.
And when the guy walked out the
But
door,
maybe...
wait,
so you don't think you are a 0?
wait. When the guy walked out of little bald ugly guy walked out of the studio yesterday,
Yeah.
he goes, "Thanks for being such a good sport," with a big smile on his face.
So you think it was rigged?
Oh, I know it was rigged.
You know what?
Without a doubt in my
I I met a guy. I got to tell you something. I met a guy. He's a burn victim. He got a 25.
Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad to hear it.
What number do you think you should be?
Dude, I'm happy for him. I don't care.
But what number do you think you are?
I don't know.
Why do you think that they chose you to be
because
the zero?
they know that it blows up into a whole thing with me.
He's the big name.
I'm sensitive. Stop it now. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, why did they choose you to be a zero?
Because they know it blows up. Like, look what happened with the psych test.
Right.
It went ballistic in here with me.
Right. So you think?
No, you went ballistic.
Yeah,
but then why did Del Goodstein get a 20-something?
Well, you talk about somebody being bummed out.
Yeah.
There is somebody who's bummed out.
Yeah, I heard he's like very upset with his score.
It's awesome that this is Ronnie's theory because if it's true, he gave them exactly what they wanted. And it gets even better because Howard invites the guy back on to try to work things out with Ronnie. And you'd think that Ronnie would be trying to keep it cool because, he thinks that this guy wants him to have a meltdown so he could sell more of these apps. And what does Ronnie do? He has an even bigger meltdown. And this time the guy actually is trying to get Ronnie to have a meltdown. You could tell he's taking like passive aggressive shots at him because he obviously realized how well it worked the first time and how entertaining it was.
I think Ronnie has a bit of an ego to think that
he's the one.
He is the one on the show that the world revolves around. I think he's been hanging around strippers too long. He thinks he's the center of the room all the time now. So, yeah.
I don't know where Ronnie is, but Ronnie, Joe claims he did nothing to this completely.
Well, you know how Ronnie is with these theories. You're never going to convince him.
And Ronnie's never right. Ronnie. I think.
Ronnie has one statement to make.
Wait, Ronnie has. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ronnie will not give this guy any kind of publicity. Ronnie doesn't want to talk to him. He's an asshole.
Who?
He badmouthed me on the Superfan round table, and I have nothing to say about him.
How did he badmouth
He made his money off the show. Good luck to him.
But wait a second. What did they say on
Ronnie made a
Superfan?
statement.
Ronnie. Howard has a question for Ronnie. What?
Ronnie told JD he wants to punch this guy in the face.
Why is he so upset?
Why?
So also Ronnie claims that after this guy's first appearance, he went on another show, Superfan Roundtable, and I guess he said something that Ronnie didn't like, but Ronnie doesn't remember what it was, and they keep trying to ask him, and he just gets even more worked up and storms off. He storms off like 5 or 6 times. But eventually John Lieberman brings up that the guy said something about Ronnie and strippers and how Ronnie's ego is getting too big. And then Ronnie just gets mad at John. And John also did really bad on the app. He got like an 18. So Ronnie keeps trying to bring that up.
Would like to hear what Ronnie has to say. I haven't heard all of it.
I have nothing to say.
Well, I have a question then for you.
Go ahead.
Why do you think you're owed $50,000?
Oh, I was joking with Lieberman. I didn't say 50. I said 30.
You said your quote was, "Write me a check."
Right.
Write me a check.
Yeah, exactly. I said it. I didn't say 50,000.
And you
Well,
mean
you
it.
got the guy
I
here.
was joking.
But Ronnie, you're
Wait,
kidding.
What did I say on Superfan Roundtable?
Yeah, what,
Dude, I don't
what
want
pissed
to
you
talk
off?
to you.
No, I really don't remember.
I really don't want to talk to you. I really don't want to
but
talk to you.
Ronnie-
I'm talking to him, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
I don't like you.
Okay.
I don't like your voice.
I
You
like
sound like
you.
China. Everybody's saying you sound like China out there.
China.
Yeah.
You mean the wrestler?
Yeah.
You sound like China?
Apparently, I guess.
Well, that's what I was told.
Ronnie, you don't like him because you got a 0. Do you really honestly think this guy masterminded
I don't
giving you
really
a 0?
care, dude. I don't want to know
You do
about
care.
his.
You
I
won't
don't
even talk
I
to
don't
the guy.
I don't want to talk to him. I don't need to talk to him.
But why are you upset?
I did.
Why are you upset?
Because I don't need this guy. I don't need him in my life. I don't need to be bothered with him.
But why are you so upset?
He's having a great time. He's making a ton of money. It's great. I'm
Are
happy
you
for
angry
him.
with him?
I don't care.
No,
That's
are
what I
you
keep telling-
angry with him?
No, I don't
For a guy
like
who
being
doesn't care-
bad-mouthed on Superfan. There's
What
no
did
reason
he
for
say
it.
about
you? Know,
you?
I didn't bad. I just said his thing was shit, and that was it. He doesn't
That's
have to
not bad
personally
mouthing.
That doesn't
attack
sound
me.
like you don't care.
Well, hey,
You do
What did
care.
he say?
Robin, you know, don't attack. You said you're not going to attack people?
She was just asking
Mind
what
your
was
business.
said.
I'm talking to Howard, all right?
And I asked Howard to ask what he
All right.
said on
What
Superfan.
did the guy say about you that set
I don't
you off?
remember. I don't.
Oh, my God.
I don't remember.
Crazy.
I do.
Just
What did
now-
he say?
Yeah, what did he say?
He said that-
he doesn't remember either, of course.
He
you know.
remembers. You remember.
No, he says he doesn't.
You said
He does-
basically.
I just heard him say he doesn't remember, John.
Okay, what did I
John,
say?
what the f is your problem? I just heard him say
Okay,
he doesn't remember.
Will you please calm down?
He's out of his mind.
What is wrong with you? Seriously.
Ronnie.
What is wrong with you?
going on?
You
What's
two
wrong
have
with
you've benefited from the 0.0. At the block party, they're yelling 0.0.
You got your publicity.
He made three.
Be happy,
he made
okay?
He made 300,000 personally.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah. No, you're not.
I'm happy to guy.
On
Be my guest.
Superfan, you said, from what I can recall, I
Another
don't have all
user
the
on the
notes.
show as usual. Lots of users around.
I don't
here.
have all the notes in front of me, but from what I recall, you said basically that Ronnie is too big for his britches, that he has an inflated sense of self, and if you were going to do this for a bit, you would have done either Gary or Benji, because you would have sold even more apps had you done Gary or Benji, correct?
Yeah, and if he did Gary or Benji, he wouldn't be sitting here again. Okay.
Will you let me finish, Ronnie?
No, I don't want to.
What do you mean? If Gary got a 0, you think this guy wouldn't?
Gary would have went along with it, and that would have been the end of it.
I mean, he knew you'd get upset about a 0.
Yeah. Because he remembers, a
But
lot of
Ronnie,
shit that he loves. People love to rile me up. That's
you
fine,
kept it
okay?
going, Ronnie.
Yeah, I got, like you said.
kept it
You
going.
kept it going. You kept it going on wrap up. You kept it going in the hallways, so you liked it.
Yeah,
initially.
I loved it, John.
Did you
Just
not?
like you loved it. Yeah. Just like you loved it.
I didn't say I loved it.
No, you didn't love it either, man. Yeah. Why don't you admit how you f***ed up you were over it? How you didn't sleep at night?
I did not like my score. That's no secret. But I didn't blame this man. I didn't blame this man
you
for
came to me and you said this is all
a
bullshit.
conspiracy theory.
Come on, John. Tell him how you said it was bullshit.
I did, and I just repeated that. Ronnie, I just repeated that. You're so done. What I didn't say. What I didn't say.
So done.
Listen to me, please.
The guy didn't sleep for 3 days.
Listen to me, Ronald. Ronald.
3 fucking days.
No,
You didn't
this wasn't
sleep.
3 days. You're out of your mind.
No.
What I didn't say was.
Don't make me call your girlfriend because she'll tell me how you didn't sleep for 3 days.
You stay away from her.
I'll tell you why I think you should take it.
No, I'm not doing it.
You look really handsome today.
I'm not
being
doing it.
serious.
I'm not doing it.
Because you have less facial
I will
hair now.
not do it.
You look handsome.
I don't really care.
You got a haircut.
So I got a haircut.
I say you go up to at least 9
And you
points.
put M25 in your hair over the weekend.
Oh, what?
I guarantee you'll go up at least 9 points.
I don't really care, dude.
You'll be a 9.
I don't care.
I think Ronnie should have done it again. I mean, what does he have to lose? Like, he gets another 0, who cares? Like, it's already gotten as bad as it can get. But if he gets, like, let's say a 30, then maybe he could actually make a case that this guy actually did rig it the first time. Or maybe it didn't register or something, and the guy just read off, like, random stuff. Like, Ronnie has nothing to lose at this point, so why not do it? So then the guy who created the app, who Ronnie obviously already despises, he starts making fun of Ronnie because he's trying to get him even more pissed off. And Ronnie knows that, but he just takes the bait and starts getting even more worked up.
If he takes it with his glasses off, do you think he'd do better?
It won't matter. I could hit him in the face with a frying pan, see if that pushes some stuff in his place.
Keep it up, dude. You're a real funny guy. Real funny. Yeah, you're a real comedian. You're a scientist. You're everything else. Go ahead.
Oh, my.
Be my guest. Keep knocking. I don't really give a f. Keep doing it.
What is it, Mike?
Have a good time with it.
Great radio. Thank you very much, pal.
All right.
No, this is facial structure, so unfortunately the ridiculous mustache didn't knock him off any points. So
Dude, keep it up with your stupid nonsense.
you can keep it. Hey,
You know
Ronnie,
what?
Ronnie,
You're supposed to be here promoting your app.
no,
Don't
I'm here to see you.
get on my
I'm
case
you, Ronnie.
calling me f***ing ugly
Ronnie.
because I will throw your ass out of
Ronnie,
here.
it's
And you're an ugly motherfucker.
You should be mad
I'm
at
not
him
denying it.
because
I'm
you
a
should be mad at
32.
the app, Ronnie.
Be mad at,
You
okay?
should be. You should
Don't
be.
tell me what I should be
You
mad
should
at.
be mad at the app, not
No,
him.
bullshit.
Wow.
I have never seen a 70-year-old man act like that.
By the way, can I tell you?
got what you wanted out of me.
No,
you
can I
made
tell
me
you?
blow up.
He's going to be
okay?
on Superfan on Wednesday.
I don't really give a f. And that's it. I'm done.
How much do you spend on advertising?
And Ronnie explodes even more somehow. This guy, he knows how to get Ronnie worked up, so he brings up strippers again, and Ronnie just loses it. He runs back in the room, he gets in the guy's face and starts yelling at him, and it's awesome.
Okay,
So
guys.
why does he care? I mean, really, this is Ronnie's life, and he hanging out with strippers all the time, and he cares about what an app tells him.
You know, he's well, hey guys, well, here's Richard and Sal.
Oh, God, oh,
Ronnie,
God, oh,
easy.
God, oh, God. We
No,
need
no, no,
help.
no.
My life, okay?
We need security for security.
We get attacked by security.
Hey, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
You know nothing about me.
I know a lot about you. I listen to you
all right,
every
all
day.
right.
You spit in my face.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I hope
my
Zero's
God.
not contagious.
Every
Easy.
time I walk out of the room, he's got something
Oh,
bad.
Ronnie,
Ronnie,
just
Ronnie,
I'm
easy.
standing right here. Okay? I'm standing right here.
Ronnie.
it's not even on
Take
the
a
mic.
seat, Ronnie.
Look, everybody calm down.
Sit down, Ronnie. It's
Ronnie
all right.
has to go out of the studio for a
What's your
while.
problem?
What
What's your problem?
what mic
Nothing,
is that?
Ronnie. I'm a huge fan of yours, and I like
I
you
got
a
no
lot.
microphone. What microphone is that?
Hey, what's wrong with you? You don't know.
Turn it on.
Who's backup security?
There's no security needed.
Well, you better
I'm
calm
not touching the
down.
guy.
I get beat up by a 70-year-old man today. This is gonna be great.
Sal.
What is
be a
going
Viagra
on?
commercial.
Go ahead and talk rationally now. What's the matter, Ronnie?
What do you mean, what's the matter, Ronnie?
You got to calm down.
I'm fine.
Why do you have to
out of
confront
control.
him
I'm
like
not
that?
out of control. Do you see me do anything?
Step back.
What are you
I want
saying?
to talk to him right to his
All right,
face.
talk
What's
to
your
him.
problem with me? Huh?
Ronnie, I'm calm. I'm
Seriously.
just trying to talk to you. I'm
Yeah,
just trying
what's
to
your
talk
f***ing
to
problem
you.
with me?
Nothing. I think
What's
you're
with
great.
you? You got a problem because I go to strip clubs? That bothers you?
Of course not. That's
Because
great.
your wife
I'm
won't let
happy
you
for
out
you.
of the f***ing house?
No, I love you, Ronnie.
That
I've
bothers
followed you for
Ronnie,
years.
I said
Does that bother you?
Ronnie,
No,
I
I
said
heard him say it, okay?
I said it is a good thing. I said, why? You
No,
have
you
a
said
great life. Why do you
you
care?
said I
Tell
got
him
a
he's
fucked up life.
handsome.
You said that
Joe,
right on
all right, you're too close,
fan round
Ronnie.
table.
Ronnie.
No, I'm not too close.
You're too close.
No, why? Because they
he's
can't
here-
get the camera shots on
No,
Howard
you're
TV?
too close to him.
No, I'm not close. I'm not going to do nothing.
I'm comfortable.
Why are you intimidating him?
Why
Yeah,
is he
why?
intimidating me? He got what he wanted, dude. He intimidated me on Super.
The guy has an app.
What is he,
has
your
his
buddy
app.
or something?
Yeah, he is. He's a guest of mine. He's my guest.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
You got a zero.
You asked me to
and
come
you're-
in here.
You got a zero.
Came in
Yeah,
here.
but you got a
okay?
zero and you're freaking
So you
out.
got what you wanted. I came in.
Yeah.
How I
Yeah.
act is my business.
But
I don't
no,
like the guy,
you
okay?
got a zero.
And I'm not
accept it.
doing anything to the guy, so you don't have to all stand here.
Yes, we
But I
do.
want to talk to him to his face.
I'd love to talk to
Okay?
you, Ronnie. Hey, listen.
And I don't want to talk to you off the air,
Well, do you want
okay?
to talk, or do you want to sit here and scream at
Go
the air?
ahead. What's
Go
your
ahead.
problem with me?
I'm sorry you got a bad score,
I don't care about your score,
but it's out of my
dude.
control.
Yeah, I know. It's
You're
your
a zero.
You're scientist.
You're a zero. I'm sorry.
Oh, boo-hoo.
It's your DNA. I can't do
Yeah, it's
anything
my
about it.
DNA, yeah.
Take the
I
test
really
again.
sincerely.
I wish you-
Ronnie,
yeah.
I do. Listen, I've listened to you for
Go ahead.
years. I'm a huge fan
Yeah,
of yours.
yeah, I'm sure you are.
I
see.
am.
Yeah,
I am.
yeah. Okay.
Ronnie, you're mad
I
at a guy
really
because you
am.
got a
I'm
zero.
not mad at him. I'm just mad at the shit he's f***ing saying about my life. Tell him to
He's
mind his
saying
business
that-
about
Right.
my f***ing life.
Do you understand what people say?
Your
Are you
reaction,
okay?
Yeah.
your reaction
Yeah, I'm
is
fine.
over the
Are
top.
you? Because I said a good thing about you. And
No, you
you're,
didn't
you're
say anything good.
I
you
said you
nothing
have a
good on
great
Superfan.
life hanging
I
out.
had enough.
Nothing.
I didn't say anything
Nothing
on
good on
Superfan that I
Superfan.
didn't say on the show
Wait, hold
today.
on.
What did I say on Superfan that was so
You
bad?
can't even
Can I say
remember
something?
it.
am.
Jason said he listened to Superfan and he doesn't know what was said. He can't figure it out.
Nothing
That's what I'm
was
saying.
said,
It's not
believe
that I
me.
don't remember what I didn't say. It's that I don't remember saying anything bad about you.
Okay.
I said
did
you've
he
got
say?
an ego.
What did he
which,
say?
I mean,
What
Yeah,
did he
I mean,
say?
right, okay.
Ronnie,
you don't
what
have
did
to
he say?
leave, Ronnie.
Dude, I'm so done. So done with
Whenever you
I'm
ask him,
glad he's done.
yeah,
He's scaring me.
you're scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
You're being scary.
I'm scared.
You don't even know what the guy said.
Yeah, I don't know what the guy
And
said.
he's
don't.
out of his mind
Go back there. and-
about it. He doesn't even know what was said.
What is it, Richard?
What did I do?
And then Ronnie comes in one more time before storming off. He starts talking about how this guy went after his personal life because he brought up the strippers. And he's like, he took it too far with that. But they're all like, dude, you talk about strippers all day on air.
Mention
Yeah,
on here
what-
you go to strip clubs. You're a Ricky's
That's
man.
none of his
But I
business.
never
though.
said that in a
Say that
negative
again.
It's none of
way.
his business to bring it up. I didn't bring up
you
anything
go to
about
strip clubs?
anybody's personal life.
Is it your personal
Okay.
life when you're announcing, that you're opening strip clubs all over the country?
Aren't strip clubs your business?
Yeah.
You go and you appear at strip clubs?
Yeah, okay,
that's your
fine.
business.
So how could you be mad at him for saying you go to strip clubs?
No, he said I have an ego problem. Oh, it's not. I never attacked him
Well, look at
personally.
your- look at
I
your
don't
ego.
need him to attack me personally.
Look at your ego.
There's no reason
you're
for
taking
it.
this too hard. So big deal. You got a zero.
I don't care. I keep telling you
You
that.
sound
I
like
tell
a guy
you.
who cares.
All right, listen. You see,
Ronnie, you twist
Dude.
everything I say to be negative, though. I said you go to strip clubs. Why is that? If I
no,
said you go
that
to
wasn't the
McDonald's, would
only
you say
thing,
that's
dude.
a bad
I
thing?
don't remember the whole goddamn show, but I sat there and listened
do you
to the
remember
whole
any
thing.
of
Your
the show?
email
I mean-
used to be scores, man.
Please. You know,
Used to be.
What's
I mean-
the sense of trying to even talk to you?
To me.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to
bring
talk
out
sense to you.
I'm trying to bring out a
He didn't-
point.
he said you
and
went to
and
strip
you know
clubs.
what?
But he
Even
went-
when you
he
try
said-
to bring out a legitimate point
But I'm
around
trying to
here,
help
you
you.
get your balls busted, okay?
But he
I
said you
tried
went to
it.
strip clubs? You're
There's
upset
no
about that?
reason for it. There's no reason to bring up my personal life.
But
no
your
reason.
personal life
I
is
don't
on the-
really care.
Your
There's no
personal life
reason
is
for him to
public,
bring it
Ronnie.
up.
Ronnie.
You mention it on the air all the time.
Understood, but there's no reason for him. We're talking about an app. We're talking about a zero.
But he
We're
knows
not
you go to
talking
strip
about
clubs because
what
you
I
appear
do.
at strip-
It's none of his
You
business what I
appear-
do.
But you appear
okay?
at strip clubs. You're on the radio appearing at strip clubs.
I was trying to help you. I was advertising for you, Ronnie.
Right, Robin?
You're my
I
friend.
don't understand how that's
See,
personal.
whenever I try to talk sense to him, I can't get through to
yeah,
him.
he
And then Ronnie eventually has to like leave their little part of the building to go cool down. And it's just so funny that he's always like, I don't care, dude. I don't care what this guy has to say about his app. I don't care about any of this. But yet he's letting it get to him so much. Like he has a complete meltdown. And that has to be like the best blow up in the history of the show. I don't think anything will beat that. So that's about it for the Ronnie versus the Ugly Meter saga. That's how this app got to the top of the App Store. It just took Ronnie having a meltdown. So let me know what you guys think about the whole thing. Let me know if you think this guy was out to get Ronnie, if he purposely masterminded this to give Ronnie a 0. Let me know what you guys think about it. Then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you at the next video.